Broadcast live.
Yo, we out here with the homeboy, Zoocci, you know? I mean, I'd say the album is new, but the album is not new, but the album is fresh. So, you know, when shit is fresh, it's just like, it's classic.
I hope so.
Yeah, you know, I was listening to the album, to be honest with you, driving to Rustenburg, going to Toady Mac again this weekend, on my way back. And I was like, this album is a certain mood, and you kind of maintain the mood throughout. You know, it's a feel. You know what I mean? Some people say that you saved 2019. How you feel about that? I haven't seen so much positive feedback on your music. Generally, you get love, but it was really out there with this album.
It's pretty great, but like I've always done a lot of behind the scenes work, even in 2019. There's a lot of things I did like behind the scenes. So with the album, it was just I hadn't dropped in so long, so I was like, I need to drop something very soon, and then I worked on that.
Yeah. How long did it take to work on the project?
A couple of months, like I think from July after the Candyman camp that we had a Candyman camp for like two months, from June to July, and then after that I went back to Pretoria and I finished the album.
Where was the Candyman camp?
It was all the way in Benoni, just away from everything. I don't know why his team.
Why are you guys calling? Is this like? Why are you calling it the Candyman camp?
It's literally when we all get together in like a house setup. We can sometimes we book houses from like far away, not where we stayed, for like 2 months or whatever. And then we're all day working on the project daily, every single day.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all say this like we all know this.
I mean, camp would.
I mean, Diamond's like a Candyman camp. So I'm like, yo, maybe my old ass is gonna look stupid asking what the hell Candyman camp is. You know what I mean?
It's literally a camp, like how you go camping, but like to work on a project instead of.
Oh wow. Well, that's the type of work that goes into the project. So with this, was the camp for your album?
I was literally at home.
Yeah, you just camp on your own.
Yeah.
Everything is there already. You the source.
I call whoever I need a feature from, probably.
Yeah.
Whoever I need to play something, but they always come to my place.
Yeah. I was asking myself, where did you get all those skits though? I mean, they all tell the story.
I watch a lot of things, like documentaries, you know, interviews, and just a lot of programs where people like dig in each other's minds, and just so sometimes I'll be watching even movies. I'll be watching something and something will happen in a movie, or somebody will say something. I'll be like, oh, I could make a song about that, like that whole sentence.
That's that's compiled, like very much like the beginning, the end. You know what I mean? It's not forced. It's done well throughout, you know? Why the Afterlife? Why was that like the opening, you know, the first joint?
If she fuck around, I'll marry cuter. These are things on my mind. I'm a demon in disguise. I see black when I look up to the sky. It's pretty clear in my eyes. I'm a king to you guys. I wonder when you wake up and realize.
Well, why was that the title?
I wanted to introduce what I thought was like a new page of what I'm trying to do musically. So the whole vibe of that song like solidifies where I'm trying to go direction-wise. That's why I call it Afterlife.
I mean, on Falling in My Sleep.
I have some things I need to keep out of my mind. They broke my heart, but they visit sometimes. Chasing money costs you peace of mind. I'll be alright, I just need some time. Falling in my...
You've got Quincy, Arthur, and I asked myself as a producer, do you always think of yourself first jumping on a track, or do you always think of other people jumping on it, and then you go, maybe I can also jump on it? What happens in your mind when you make a dope beat? Do you think some outside, or do you think inside, meaning yourself?
I mean, for me, I'd always think I can jump on the beats I make. Like, I don't make them if I wouldn't jump on it. But most of the time when I'm working on my music, I'll make the song, and then after that decide, okay, who would sound nice on it.
What beat do you think you gave away that you thought that it's just a beat, that was like became a real hot joint, but you were like, it's just a beat.
Freedom of Fame.
Really?
I had no idea. Like, I was just, yo, listen. Cause I only sent Blaklez like 2 or 3 beats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of them was Freedom of Fame.
And with the chorus?
Which chorus?
Did it have the chorus?
No, that's him on the chorus.
Funny, we were playing that last week, you know?
Nice.
And we were like, yo, that beat though. That beat. So I had
no idea.
Well, listen, to be honest with you, I don't know, I never even knew that you produced that until last week. And it's like, they were like, yo, I said, what?
It was a long time ago.
That beat is fire. That's a classic song. I mean, Liz really did a great job on it though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He took it to the next level, because even when I got the song back after sending him the beats, I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay, now we might have something.
Yeah.
But initially when I was sending the beats, I was just like, yo, this is what I make, but I'd like you to come and listen.
I mean, at that time, where were you at your career? This is you, obviously, like Liz is up there. Was that the thing? Liz is an established Pretoria rapper, and you like trying to come up. Where were you at the stage of your career when you sent that?
It was a very, could this work type of phase. Like, you know, like when you're young and you make beats and you're always thinking like, okay, would I ever make a living off this, or would I ever? So I was in that period. And I didn't even view Blaklez as like, okay, this is an opportunity, or this. I was just at a party with a friend of mine. I was even lit way before, like when I used to drink and stuff. Yeah. So my homie's like, yo, do you know that guy over there? Like, no. That's Blaklez, you know, he's out here, he's a rapper. I'm like, alright. I just walked up to him, I was like, yo, pass me your email. Yeah. And you could see he was a bit, you know,
hesitant.
Yeah, because he's just like, who the hell is this? I was just like, I don't want no phone number, and just pass me your email. And I think the same night or the next day I sent him those 2 beats.
Yeah. I love silence. I only speak on microphone. On microphone.
I've paid all of my debts. I'm a big dog, I don't fetch. Cut your neck like Gillette. Only real ones in my set. I can't even lose a bet. I just checkmate like chess. I'm as real as it gets.
I wonder if this is a big reason you stay out the radio. And more importantly, I ask myself, what's the noise that actually plays in your head all the time?
There's a lot of noise. Like, noise never stops. It's noise every day. I'm in a situation where I only did this because I like making music, and I like, you know, when you hear a finished song and it sounds like everything you want it to sound like, it turns out exactly the way you planned.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling in the world for me than that. Yeah. So now when I'm involved in, I guess, industry stuff, it's just, I didn't ask for like a lot of what happened, so for me it's always just noise. Yeah. People act funny, people backstabbing, people do shady things like this.
You know, you say this a lot. I always wonder, but I think that you're always around, like, you're always around it. You work with a lot of people, but who is the circle of people that you trust?
The people I guess I came in with. You know, the people, some of them don't even rap. Yeah. Most of them don't even rap. Yeah. Most of them are not even in the music or in the industry. It's just regular guys I grew up with that I know. Yeah. And obviously there are some friends of mine within the same thing that we do, but I'd say like my closest people are people that are not even involved with the music.
I just wanted to find out, you know, for me, you seem like obviously you are removed from the industry, you know, and like you just create, you know. In my old school head or hip hop head, you like the RZA, you know what I mean? You kind of like in that corner, and you the creator. You kind of like you find the collaborations and the opportunities, you know. And something like that for me, I saw it where you don't get to hear Nasty doing a lot of collaborations per se, you know. And I was like, okay, cool, you got Nasty on Oath, and look, he came through, so there's a certain level of respect.
Niggas ask for us, got goons that are ready to blast for us. Yeah, nigga, they ask for us, you say my name, that's blasphemous.
I left home and I ran it up.
I got stamina, my bitch polite like Canada. My passport gang is tatted up. I seen some shit like that.
He's not in your public circle from what we see. So how was the conversation even getting him on a joint like that? You know, did he come to the studio? Was he sent the files? How did that work?
I mean, interesting enough, I haven't met the man yet.
Because I think I've talked to you about it a long time ago. Yeah.
I haven't formally met the guy, but we've been talking, I think, 2 years prior to even the collaboration.
Yeah.
And I've always showed him love because his stuff is fire. Even back when there was a whole lot of noise about a whole lot of different things, I had never spoke negatively of his talents or whatever. I'd always shown him respect. So by the time we got to talking, it was mostly about exchanging stuff. And I'd send him beats and songs. And by the time we made Oath, it was just like, okay, I found the perfect one.
Yeah.
Boom.
And that's another thing. He's a producer too, so it's like, how do you please him? Because I remember when I heard him, I remember us having our last conversation, and when you were mentioning guys that you thought were dope, he was one of the guys that you mentioned, but you're like, you've never met him before. So it's almost like, and look, don't shoot me, I think that you're probably the biggest producer in hip hop right now, with or without the award.
I think so too. I think that's fair.
Look, you got guys like Gemini. I'm just saying, like, from a person who's literally owned and created a sound of their own. I think that you've literally created a sound of your own, from how you play your hats to how. So you've got your own formula, and I think you've kind of built that. It was interesting for me to kind of realize that, okay, cool. You haven't met this man, and I'm hearing on the joint. So I was like, so there's definitely that respect, Did you feel that though with how you move, and how important is it for you to always keep your name out the bullshit?
I'd say if you keep it out the nonsense and you actually do this thing properly, whether you get seen in the light with certain people or whether you never get seen with them, it doesn't matter, because I was literally super surprised when I was sending some of the features to the guys, and the guys would have no problem. Like, yeah, dog, let me get involved, or guys would send me their verses hours later.
Yeah.
Or people where I just started talking to them on Instagram because I really like their music.
Yeah.
Would be like, yo, send me stuff, let's work, and I'd be like, okay, I'm working on this album, and they were super down. So I think it is pretty important to keep it out, the noisy stuff and the bullshit, but at the same time, if you do this thing properly, not to say I do it the most proper, but if you care and it sounds like you take time to do it, people just automatically have the respect.
Yeah. I mean, Oath also carries a theme that comes across of more of an impatient character, I was joking with you the other day. I was saying, yo, in this album, you're like, yo, fuck the monies. So, it's all, not that that's what you're saying, but it's more like, yo, you impatient, you're not having that bullshit. And I wondered what steered you in that direction, with regards to your content, because your life is very low key. Generally, So the content, what steered the direction of the content to go that way?
There's actually a quote I have about that. There's a guy I listen to, Partisan Fontaine. On a song he says, when you're a dreamer, it's crazy how you gotta be eager but still patient. It's not really a thing of losing patience, it's just, I'm ready for it. Okay, I'm working towards it, I'm ready for it. But if you've been on it for 10 years, there is no impatience. It's still patient, but just I'm ready and I'm eager to,
You just become smarter also. And you start, through repetition, you start seeing that I mustn't waste time on this anymore. Yeah. Insecure, you say words like, loving you was proof that I don't love myself.
Loving you was proof that I don't love myself, and I always knew, but love will take you to your death, and I always knew, but I just kept it to myself, and loving you was proof that I don't love myself,
Yeah, that's a deep thing to say, you know what I mean? I was asking them, was this the tipping point, and what you want your listeners to learn from it? It came across as a healing to some. It comes across as a healing to some, because I saw on Twitter, people were like, yo, They really were like, they loved that line, you know, like loving you was, you know, where does the depth of a sentence like that come from? You know?
From experience.
Yeah.
I literally, if maybe I could meet a girl today, you know, and in 2 weeks we're like texting back and forth, maybe can't stop, or she's like really cool. I'm probably gonna have a song about how fire the conversations between me and.
Oh, you're gonna start these girls texting you like, I just want a song.
Nah, it's not even like it's not dedications or anything. It's literally just if I'm gonna make a love song, I need to link it to something I know, so that I can say lines like that I learned to experience.
That was a powerful line. You know, I was like, yo, I just seen Zoocci my vocals. Maybe I should have sent him flowers and chocolates.
It's really just being able to put experiences into song. For me, I'd say that's the biggest thing.
Tell me, you know, and I get this line, you know, I don't hang with bitches that are always talking about rappers. What is the one thing that literally turns you off about girls generally, you know?
Noise. I don't like noise.
Noise is broad.
Huh?
Noise is broad.
Exactly, so you can understand in which aspects I'm talking about. I just don't like noise. I don't like society, you know, society influence on people. I don't like people who think like sheep, like this one thing is trending right now. And that's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
I don't like girls that same thing. Like, you know, girls nowadays, you literally, if you check out, let's say, stories or whatever, you literally see girls doing all the same things. Yeah. So I don't like society influence on people. I like people to be themselves.
Like you want your own type of person.
Yeah, just be yourself, man. Because with society things that influence people, there's a lot of automatic reactions to things and automatic things you say, you know, and it's just you're not being yourself.
You're not really coming from a real place.
Yeah.
And then you gotta ask yourself, all the things you keep telling me, how real are they also?
I mean, that's what it gets to, because if you move with society and how society moves, it just means to be yourself, you wait for whatever's trending.
And I'm part of society too, so you don't have a relationship with me, you have a relationship with
I wouldn't say.
I'm just saying, you are, the perception of you is part of society. So whether you like it or not, you're a public figure. You know what I mean? So you are part of like a perception, even if you don't comply to that.
Of course.
So if you think about it, if you moving with me because of that, you're moving with that perception and not even with me. You know, do you know what I mean?
Not really, but like what I'm trying to say is that I'm not gonna come to you, Slick, and we're having a conversation about, let's say, maybe about something pretty, you know, thought-provoking, and all you hear from me is, yeah, Slick, yeah, you know, all these things people say, like, you won't really feel like you got like to know me, or like we had a conversation, with me, if I'm saying all these catchphrases and I'm this cool way to be right now, because these cool ways to be switch over time. People make it cool to, yo, positive vibes. You know, everybody's a hippie persona now. Positive vibes, you know, positive vibes, and you know, don't be toxic. I'll cut you off. Like, if I'm saying all of those things like the whole time, and you see that when you get on your Twitter, you see that when you go anywhere, you'll never really feel like you had a conversation with me, because that was just you feel me? Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's almost like if the trend was anxiety is the trend, and everybody's fucking with it. You've done anxiety. It's done. Yes, it's you. But today you're Zoocci. So you don't want to be the anxiety guy, right?
Nah.
I mean, it's like, you know, it's like, do I want to be the Slick on Live guy, or do I just want to be like Sia whenever I want to be Sia? You know what I mean? So it's that type of thing where if people buy into the anxiety guy, they never get to know who you are.
I mean, that's why we got platforms like these.
Yeah.
Broadcast live